Hello, everybody. My name is Ron, and with my beautiful wife, Laura. Hi, Laura.
Hi.
This is Season 3, Episode 1 of Golf Cart Confessionals, and it has been a hot minute since we've been on here.
Oh, yeah.
We would like to communicate a little bit more, not roofing and fencing, not Christmas lights, just what's going on with us personally, because, I feel like we keep our personal, life a little private since we're so public for our professional life. But I think it's important if you're in any area of ministry on any level to talk about your life experiences and things. And the Golf Cart Confessionals is a way for us to express what we're going through for our friends and family. And even though we personally think that no one ever listens to it, there was like 150 people listened to it. We were actually talking to total strangers or, customers that are at the very beginning of, and they like knew everything about us. It was, It was kind of surprising.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we got the golf cart back. The golf cart, we were riding it and everything was great. And then a few of our workers borrowed it, and apparently there was an oil leak and they were running it without oil and the engine blew. It was in the storage unit during Christmas. We were so busy. I mean, how busy were we for Christmas?
I had to put labels on the children so I remember their names.
Oh, yeah.
It was ridiculous.
It was ridiculously abundant blessings.
It was.
Windows open, poured down as much as you can ask or think. That's the kind of blessings Christmas was. There was no time to even address anything like that. It wasn't a financial burden of having to fix that. There was just no time for anything. But, New Year's Eve came. We did make a video to kind of capsulate, what a great blessing the 2020 season was, even though it was filled with coronavirus and presidential elections and social injustice and things like that. As far as we are concerned, we were just blessed twice as much as we ever have been, during that whole thing with customers and, good and lucky breaks and getting a new house and all kinds of stuff, new vehicles. So, but anyway, the golf cart got fixed. It was an engine and it was not cheap.
No.
But there is a brand new dynamic golf cart with a brand new engine that I believe it's on Facebook.
It's going to be.
And you can be the proud owner and be riding it down the street taking your kids to school like I did this morning. It was great.
So let's too.
Yeah, and then let's see, what do we got here? The Robey Barn Grill. After Christmas, our garage, when you walked out there, it was just Christmas from the floor to the ceiling, from wall to wall. There was no room to walk. It poured out into the driveway where it almost looked like a garage sale. There was so much stuff and 30 different Christmas-like crews, coming in every day and people working in the warehouse / our garage. Once that was all over, it was like, man, the house and our living space is just not fun. I don't even want to be here. We've spent every 20 hours a day up and dealing with this. Let's turn it into something fun. And we made the Robey Barn Grill with the beer taps and the TVs all over the place, like you'd see at a sports bar. We have the bar out there and, refrigerators and everything. So that is very comfortable space to be in. How do you like it?
I love it. We watched the Super Bowl out there and playoffs and whatnot, and just being able to relax. So you don't have to go anywhere, worry about anything. We're just relaxing and enjoying.
Yeah, one of the 7 children that Laura and I have, Brittany came up for the... she came up because she was car shopping or something, but it was during the Steelers, AFC, playoff game. And it was like, what was it, 15 degrees?
It was freezing.
It was 34 degrees or something outside. And she was asking me to buy tickets for the Cowboys-Steelers game. And, with the coronavirus, it was almost impossible. But what we did is I said, hey, we can have an actual game-like experience. I'm going to open the garage and we're going to just watch it on these TVs in the freezing cold and we'll cheer them on. Well, how the game turned out. They got their butts kicked. But, that was actually really fun.
It was fun.
A lot of people are like, why did you do that? And it's because it's cool,
Yeah.
It was like being at the game, and I'm glad I didn't buy tickets because there was 28-0 in the first quarter.
Oh, it was.
The Browns got them. But,
the Browns got them good.
But either way, we got past that one. The New Year's Eve, if you haven't seen it already, go to the Kingdom Roof and Fence YouTube page, and you can see our top 2020 countdown for the Kingdom Ministries and the Kingdom Christmas lights. That was amazing to see what the Lord had done through our business, and I'm just like pinching myself. I can't believe we even accomplished half the things that we did. But all the glory to God for that. In February, I said, baby, let me take you on a romantic getaway. So Valentine's Day, we got into K1, our new Toyota Tundra, four-wheel drive, don't even have like 200, 300 miles on it, and we drove to Louisiana, Mardi Gras, for Valentine's Day, and that wasn't exactly what we thought it would be, would it?
It was a very intimate weekend.
We knew it was going to snow, on the way back, but we went anyway. It was a lot better idea than going through the mountains of Colorado in the blizzard. So we did go there, but Prohibition. The whole entire Louisiana, the French Quarter was closed down. They had Bourbon Street, which we were staying right on Bourbon Street. Bourbon Street was closed down at 6 p.m. There was no alcohol to be sold anywhere in the French Quarter, anywhere. Not stores, nothing. And it was... They had a casino open, and the one thing besides spending some quality time with this beautiful woman, just me and her, there was a police officer every 5 feet, so there was zero concern for security or safety or anything like that. But there was a lot of fun, and it was just sad to see how these government regulations for coronavirus, even though the CDC, they may say that how important it is, but man, all the business owners of generations and generations to build up to have these businesses, just to watch them suffocate on life support and barely make enough money just to pay the employees and just to shut it back down. It was sad.
Yeah.
It was sad. But the World War II Museum, I think, was the highlight of the trip, with the exception of hanging out with her, But on the way back, we were driving back, and it snowed. They have every bridge closed from Louisiana to Texas, because any bridge on the road had to be shut down, and you had to go somewhere besides a bridge. So we were like bobbing and weaving through residential neighborhoods covered with ice all the way back to Texas. It was a 14-hour trip to make it back.
It was crazy.
Just to find out the 26-year-old, she turned 26 years old. The 26-year-old, she doesn't have a lot of life experiences, but she was watching the kids, and no one knows what to do when the power's out, and, they're freezing cold, and it's an emergency situation, so we had to come in and save the day when we got back. That power outage was something.
Yeah, it really was.
I don't know if it was like a dire thing for us, because we're fortunate enough to have the resources to, do something. But, our whole neighborhood, the whole community, pretty much the whole state, was out of power for the most part, for a good, rolling blackouts for a couple of days. So we ended up getting 2 huge generators that could be coupled together. And, it sounded like we were at the airport, with all the engines and everything. But, we had power, we had internet, we had TV, heat, and everything. It was fun.
Okay.
Laura was like, I can't believe you. I was like, what are you doing? You're actually hoping the power goes back out. You got extension cords running through doors and heaters like up on counters with extension cords going through the house. You were just anticipating the power. It's on right now, but it's about to be off in just a minute. And so when the power actually finally stayed back on, there was a little bit of disappointment, I'll be honest, because we had, bought everything you possibly could to make it comfortable with no power. But it makes you realize what takes what power, like, how much power a space heater actually takes, or how much power a TV takes and things like that, as you're hooking them up to generators with, limited capacities of electricity. So, but yeah, we made it through. And then St. Patrick's Day, it seems like the coronavirus, the governor, God bless Mr. Abbott, thank you, sir, governor, big fans. He opened up the state of Texas, and St. Patrick's Day, we thought we were going to take, the kids out, to somewhere to eat, but you could not get into all of the Irish pubs and stuff. There was lines. People were elbow to elbow. It was like there's no such thing as coronavirus, right?
Looked like it. We
had to go to an English place that was still packed. You could barely walk into the place. So that was neat to see, Texas coming back to life, even though the waiters and servers were like, man, it's just so bad. You don't believe how bad it is. But it looked like that was a little, ray of sunshine on the coronavirus is over and we're getting back to, normal life, at least whatever the version is of it now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, St. Patrick's Day was fun. Happy birthday, my sister. Last weekend, Laura and I wanted to travel somewhere that I've never been. So we went to Austin, Texas. If you've never been to Austin, Texas, I went for the first time. It's the Texas Hill Country.
The north side of it.
Yeah. It was great. I mean, it's only 2.5 hours away from Katy, Texas, where we live, and the Hill Country was amazing. We stayed in a very nice Italian hotel. What was the name of the thing?
Granduca.
The Granduca. That was a very nice hotel. We actually rented a boat and took it out on Lake Travis and seen the beautiful mountains and the spectacular views. We seen the state capitol, the first thing we seen, and all the monuments and things, and the protesters about whether they're going to take this statue down or not. And then on the way out, we seen the Stevie Ray Vaughan statue.
Mm-hmm.
That was nice. We got some drone footage. It was pretty amazing. And on the way back, we had a sitter. So we got back 2 hours later. A sitter came over the house, and we went to the legend of all legends when it comes to outlaw country music. We went to see David Allan Coe at the nursing home. No, he was at some biker bar or something like that down the road here. What's it called?
Wildcatters.
Wildcatters. We went to Wildcatters and seen David Allan Coe. I don't think he had a wheelchair, but it was pretty close how they got him on the stage. And they sat him down, and it's, I think in 2014 he was still rocking, but now you have to cheer for him. He's 81 years old or 82 years old. You have to cheer for him, just the fact that he even made it on the stage. And he kind of whispered through a few songs, and it was all right. But I think the opening bands were probably a little bit more energetic, and, they kind of stole the show. But David Allan Coe, he went out there, and then they gave us like an email that we're supposed to get like this autograph meet and greet and all that, and then we got in line at the end, and they're trying to tell us, oh, no, give me $100 and then you can meet him. We were like, just forget it, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Just forget it, man. But 2021, it's been exciting for us. We don't live the same life that everyone else does. People have different seasons. They got the tax returns. You have stimulus checks coming in. A lot of people have smiles on their faces. Us as in our life, business owners, tax season is not fun. When you're having to pay huge amounts of money of taxes, but we're blessed and we're counting them all. 2021, we believe, is going to be the best year ever.
Mm-hmm.
Ever. The Christmas is on pace to break every record again. I mean, we've been getting like 3 or 4 Christmas light estimates, for commercial and some residential every day.
Yeah.
And it's March.
Yeah.
Or April.
It's March.
It's March, yeah. It's crazy. But that's what's going on. Laura, do you have any parting words? Oh, did I say we went to Tyler, Texas?
No, you forgot that one.
We visited our buddy Craig and Mallory Wallace. Anyone who knows me personally knows, I pretend to be a redneck, but I'm not exactly fitting that description of living in the country and being a redneck. But, our buddies were talking about hog hunting. So we went out there and did a little hog hunting. I have to tell you, there was no hogs shot or stabbed or whatever, but we had a good time hanging out with our friends. It's been a long time. We've been so busy, we haven't had a chance to hang out with them, and it was good just to hang out with some friends who are not business partners. They're not, potential clients of ours. They're just friends who like us for who we are. So it was nice to hang out with the Wallaces at the Wallace Ranch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they're in the wood business, and I don't know what's going on with the old wood business. I mean, the lumber's up, the raw lumber's down, and, I don't understand the whole concept of it, but they're trying to make something happen over there, so we wish the best for the Wallace Ranch and their wood cutting business. And if being a hard worker, rates you and you deserve something for how hard you work, I mean, these guys that have a gold medal on their chest every day, they're the hardest working people that you ever meet, and, they're very deserving of the blessings that God has for them. They have a nice 1,500 acre ranch out there in Tyler, and just riding through there and seeing the cows and seeing all the animals and everything, it was just therapeutic for us, I think.
Very.
So that's all we got for this episode. Episode 1 of Season 3 of Golf Cart Confessionals. Definitely check us out anywhere this podcast or YouTube is out there. And we do appreciate all of your support and listening to it, whether it's only 5, 6 people or 150 or however many it's been. We appreciate each and every one of you. If you want to contact us, give us a call at our company number. It is 346-291-3131. Once again, my name is Ron. I'm with my beautiful wife, Laura.
Bye.
And we'll see you soon.